Feel free to ask non-Space Dandy. I really don't care. I know about comic books, mainly Marvel, because I like character development. Except for Batman. Batman doesn't count. That's the most Marvel out of all the DC characters. I know a weird amount about food. The older I get, the more I'm like, wow, I read a lot of Alton Brown stuff. And I know about the anime I've been in and video games. And yes, to go ahead and answer your question right now, I'm playing Phantom Hourglass, and I have Smash Brothers loaded on my SD card in case anybody wants to go. I play Toon Link. And these are the things I know about. Talk to me about any of them. There's a mic. No? Anybody? How you doing? You look fantastic, by the way, honey. That's really cool. You got the drinks and everything. I love it. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
I wanted to know who you ship Dandy with.
Who I ship Dandy with?
Johnny.
Yes, John. You know what? I'm just going to say Johnny because there's a part of me that does. Just because Johnny Young Bosch is so cool.
Drop kicks.
And I got to, oh God, the drop kick stuff was so cool. And now, like, every time we see each other, we're like, what's up, brother? Oh my God. Because we both didn't expect the drop kicks thing to be as cool as it was. And then we're like, that was awesome. And I'm bugging him quietly once per con that we see each other. So, iShine got Lonely Nights down yet? He's like, oh, not yet. One of these days, I'm going to get to go on stage with iShine and sing that song, I swear. It's going to be awesome. Who do I ship? It's always the, Honey or Scarlet. In a lot of ways, Honey, but I'm a Marvel kid, so Stan Lee got me into redheads from a young age. So I'm going to say Scarlet. Yeah. Woo! Hey there, Meow. Hey there, Dandy. Oh, yeah, and if you're wearing Space Dandy cosplay, you always get preferential treatment. Or, frankly, anybody that I dress as, because I'll be like, thank you. So, how you doing? Yeah. I saw him earlier. I was like, you need to go to the panel.
What was your favorite episode to voice act?
Okay, favorite episode. Here, I'm just going to start listing them. This is a good question. Okay. Oh, I do this at Dandy Panel sometime. For every question, and I'm going to make you answer yours in a minute, what's your favorite episode? Because they're so different, you learn a lot about somebody. If they're like, no, I'm totally a zombie episode person, you're like, And then, like, or it'd be like, no, for me, it's the A Daily episode, and that tells you something, and all that kind of stuff. What's your favorite Dandy episode? And then I'll tell you my favorite 5 or whatever.
Let me think about this.
Oh, no, think about it. Do you have yours? You already asked a question, so you get to tell me your favorite. Yeah?
I know.
Okay, you know.
The last one.
The last one.
The whole part where he goes like this, like.
Yeah. This is and the little noise that it. That was really cool.
Then he refuses godhood.
I don't know that everybody's seen the final episode, so we're gonna try. That's the one, since it's the big reveal.
Sorry.
That's no, ain't no thing. I forget to say that right at the beginning. We can't necessarily spoiler that for other people because were I as somebody who hadn't seen the ending and someone told me the ending, I would tear their head off. Or I don't know. I hate spoilers. Ending last episode, fantastic episode. And I'd say that's one of my favorites, but it's not. It's not. There's some amazing stuff in that, and it is one of the most epic finales to a show I've ever seen.
Definitely.
I mean, yeah, it's like, Watanabe knows how to stick those landing, man. It's like, it's bold to say, but I'd say it's about a Bebop level kind of ending for me. Like, that kind of, I know, it's like, is it? Kind of.
I have it up there with my favorite animes, like Bebop, Space Dandy,
It's all his stuff, man. He's so good. Okay, my favorite episodes. As a voice actor, the Multiverse. By the way, I have the names for every episode that include the word dandy, which I should probably not do considering the other cast members. But I'm like, oh yeah, Groundhog Dandy. That's one of my favorites. Groundhog Dandy is one of my favorites. That's the Endless 8 one.
Yeah.
And that's one of my favorites because Meow's mom, the first thing she says to Space Dandy is, "Thank you for putting up with my son." Now that's funny because Joel and I, the guy who played Meow, did a bunch of theater together, and the first play we did, we get off stage and he's just another actor, and my mom, first thing she says when she walks up to him is, "Thanks for putting up with my son." So the writer knew that story and was like, that's what she's going to say. I don't know, the Hetalia episode was really emotional for me. Who here seen the Hetalia episode? Episode 5? Yeah. Those same people, any of y'all also played Last of Us? Yeah, so I finished Last of Us right before I did that episode. I promise that means something to some people. Yeah, it broke my heart.
Who do you think is the best stay standy here?
Oh, no, I am doing that. Oh, wait, me. I sound the most like him. I love the space race one. I love the Dropkicks episode. I love the musical. I don't have a favorite. I can't because every episode was like almost doing a new show. Being the same guy, but doing a new show. Like, because they had different animators, different writers, different directors, every episode, it was, I don't know, man. But I will say, artistically, is the Limbo episode is one of the prettiest pieces of anime I've ever seen, and continues to blow my mind. Yep. Good question, though. Thanks, man. Stay dandy, baby. Hey, how you doing? And you got a QT. I love it. I love it. How you doing?
Doing all right.
Oh, good. You got to get closer to the mic if I'm going to hear you, though. And you got to tell me your favorite episode of Dandy, and then you're going to have to tell me yours.
I'm probably tied between the space race and the one with the dog. Yeah.
Go on.
So how excited are you about Black Butler, Book of Circus, and Book of Murder that Funimation licensed?
Funimation is licensed. The question was, how excited am I about... Oh, wait, you have a mic, so they hear you. I'm excited. I have not been asked... Funimation has not started dubbing it. I have not heard about us starting dubbing it, and I ask a lot, and everybody's like, no, I've heard nothing. So right now, I don't know if we're going to dub it. And if we dub it, all I can pray is that I get to direct it, because that's my baby. And if I don't get to direct it, I will probably cry for about 2 days. I'll give myself 2 days of just anger and weeping and rage against it all. And then I'll accept it and go be Bardroy and be happy. And I will give them whatever assistance and help that they need. Because I really love that show. I hope I get it. That's my feeling on it. If you want me to get it, please feel free to email justincook@funimation.com. Let him know Ian Sinclair should continue to direct Black Butler. Mine. It is. That's my baby. It's my baby. 1 second. What's your favorite episode? The plant one. Ooh. You're artistic, aren't you? See, you learn a lot. Jose?
Hey, what's up?
How you doing?
Good.
This man got a job at CNN because of Space Dandy. I'm not kidding.
That's true.
Yeah.
Anyways, I had my question written down here. Where'd it go? Anyways, Zach and Joel both directed the show. I'm just wondering, did their directing styles differ? And my favorite episode is A World Without Sadness, Baby, which is the Limbo one.
Yeah, the Limbo one. That's a very intelligent question. Did their styles...
I don't work at CNN for no reason.
Exactly. The CNN guy comes with the hard-hitting questions. Yes, their styles differed. They did have a very unified vision for it. The main difference for me is Joel McDonald is... I think there's a 2-3 week period where either Austin Tyndall is technically my oldest friend or Joel McDonald is. I can't remember which one I hung out with first in that month. But Joel is one of my oldest friends, if not my oldest. And so my job was to go in there and make my friend laugh. And that was my job. My job was to go in there and make him laugh. Because if I made him laugh, I'd make all y'all laugh. And that was the deal. And so, because he would be like, if it wasn't funny, he'd go, okay. And Zach is someone I always wanted to work with because I was a huge Shin-Chan fan. And he put me in some Shin-Chan when I was first starting out, and I was awful. But God bless him, he put me in it. They do have different styles, and they're brilliant things about both of them. And I would be really stupid to say anything, but they're both wonderful and the best ever. So I'm gonna say, but the one difference is, two differences. A, With Joel, I'm immediately comfortable because he's one of my oldest friends. Zach, I'm incredibly comfortable around. He makes a very good working environment, and with him, it's very, oh, that's a good way to put it. Joel is like two buddies sitting there being like, oh, what's the funniest way we can do this? Zach and I had laser focus of like, okay, what is the funniest way we can do this? There's funniest way and funniest way. That's the difference. And with Joel, I would make him, if he hadn't recorded already, I would make him do his meow lines like in the pre-roll. Be like, come on, man, give me something to work off of. And so he'd kind of, and I'd kind of work off of it. And when he wasn't there and I was working with Zach, I'd always do the meow lines in his voice before my thing. Oh, come on, dude. Oh, shut up. And so that was the biggest difference.
Cool.
And one of them had a smaller booth.
Oh.
The end.
Thanks.
Thank you. He's got a boobies hat. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. Get closer to the mic.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all right, baby. See, look, me, I'm like right there.
God.
But that way I can do this.
So my favorite episodes.
Yeah.
The Chameleonian episode.
I love that one.
I love that one.
So
And
freaking
then
good.
definitely the Multiverse with Emo Dandy. I think I love that one.
I want to die. Yes, I want to die.
So my question is, final episode, no spoilers.
Good man.
At the very end, Dandy says something about legs being really underrated. Has he given up on the booty?
Can't answer any of that without giving
no.
spoilers. I know, it's like, I would have to go into what happened about 3 minutes before that to really explain
That's
that.
what I figured. I thought it was.
Catch me in the dealer's room and we'll go on about it, okay?
Definitely.
Mm.
Thanks.
I can't spoil the end of that one because the end of that, like, blew all of our minds. By the way, we're hoping that this gets to be an extra feature. Who here has seen the final episode of Dandy? Okay, raise your hand if you haven't. Crap. Okay. I'm going to have to word this carefully. Thank you, though. Oh, you're new. I'll get to you in a second. I look down, I look up, new person, Luffy shirt. There's a character who has a big reveal. We all know what I'm talking about. That actor, we did not tell him what was going to happen, and we all knew but him. And there's a video of him dealing with this big reveal, and because Zach Bolton, like as soon as, so we watch it when we do Funimation. What we do is we watch the scene in Japanese first, and then we do it. So during the preview, the first time that actor saw the big reveal, Zach Bolton jumps up and like sneaks around to the side of the booth and videotapes him just being like. His like hand is like almost going to the back of his head. He's just like, oh my God. We're hoping that gets in the extra features because it's a hilarious video, especially if you know which actor I'm talking about. Ah, man, I hate spoilers. Yeah.
First of all, I got you this.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
Second of all, I have a question. What is your favorite One Piece character other than Brook because you play him?
You gotta tell me your first favorite episode of Space Dandy first.
Honestly, I haven't seen past like the first 3 episodes, so I think the pilot is my favorite.
It's One Piece. Thank you.
I'm looking
That's
forward.
going on my wall. Favorite One Piece. Okay. So, don't worry about it. This ain't your favorite then. Favorite One Piece character besides Brook. I keep thinking. I mean, I love them all for their own reason, but more and more, I really do love Usopp, and it's because I want to be king of the pirates. I want to cook in the All Blue. I want to be the greatest swordsman. I want to cook. I want to be the greatest navigator. And Usopp is just like. I know I am a whiny coward and I hate myself for what a lying, cowardly wimp I am, and I hate that, and I just want to make myself better.
That Luffy versus Usopp fight was.
That was good stuff. Yeah. Fuse that fight, man. Anyway, yeah. Go. Hey, Halo voice. Good to see you again. That guy's got a great voice. He was in my panel yesterday. He's like, yes, so Space Dandy. What's up, bro?
How's it going?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
My favorite episode's the rock one. The rock and roll with Dan.
Right on. I was like, did he go to a rock planet?
No.
Kinda. Yeah, no, drop kicks. Hell yeah, man.
I was gonna ask if you had to do any like preparation for being able to sing like that, or are you just naturally good?
God. Oh, thank you. That's nice of you. I had to throw up in my mouth a bunch and freak out for weeks. No, the story behind all that, I was at Florida Anime Experience, middle of this year. Oh my God, it's this year. And I got a call that was like, "Hey, dude, can you sing?" And I went, "Why?" And he goes, "We've got a couple episodes of Dandy where there's going to be singing." I go, what kind of singing? He's like, "Well, one of them's rock." And I'm like, "Oh, cool. I was in rock bands. I can sing some rock. I'm a rock guy." He's like, "And the other one's musical theater." And I'm like, "Oh, crap. Crap. I was always that theater kid who was like, musical theater. So what I freaked out, and they actually called me up and they told me that they said, "You have to record a sample of it, and by the way, you guys can sit down after you ask your questions. You don't have to, if you want to stand, you stand. You stand. I will direct it to you." I just feel bad, like, I'm long-winded. I don't want you to have to. Anyway, I'm going to try to get back on track. By the way, I'm really ADD. Forgive me. I'm going to bounce around. So they say you got to send the sample to the Japanese to see if they'll even let you do it. And if they don't like what you've done and we can't actually get it recorded, it will be the one episode of Space Dandy where it will be in Japanese. It probably won't come out on Adult Swim, and we'll have to come up with something for the Blu-ray, and we may have to get somebody else to sing it. So no pressure, right? So I went in and I listened to it, and I listened to the Japanese say you do it, and like every time he'd hit a high note, I'd be like, "Okay, I'm okay. Oh no, I'm all right. Viva! Yeah, I can do that. I got it. So then I got tracks of it, like just scratch tracks of the Japanese, and I listened to that a bunch. And then Brina Palencia wrote the words, the English lyrics to it, which were very close to the Japanese. And then she sang a scratch track of it, which, man, I should totally find on my phone and play Brina Palencia singing the Booty song. It's great, because she's such a high voice. She was like, "Booty, booty, booty." It's hilarious. And so I sat in my, I have a little booth at home, and I made a loop of that song without the lyrics. After I learned all the lyrics and kind of had it down in my head, and I've been singing in my car for a few days, I just took the instrumental track and I looped it 10 times in one file in Pro Tools. So what I do is I press play, put on my headphones, take a deep breath, go in my booth, and the light I had in my booth flashes different colors when you just turn it on before you like set it. The default is like this weird kind of like slow disco mode, and so it was kind of like a rock show. And I'd sit in there and I would sing that song 10 times in a row without stopping, and then I'd kind of wander out and go, okay. And I'd get back in and I'd do it. And then later I went in and Zach was like, "Oh man, how did you prep?" And I go, "Technically I did what Dandy and the Dropkicks did by singing the exact same song over and over for 2 hours straight." It was more than 2 hours, to be honest with you. It was, because I'd do that and then I'd get out of the booth for like half an hour and they'd be like, okay, 10 more times. Because I wanted it to be something like that he had practice, especially like Viva All. You want to sound like the song is coming from you, not like you're doing a cover, you know, like it's your own thing. So I psychotically worked at it. And when I found out they wouldn't do any pitch correction or auto-tune, I was like, "Thank you, it's really nice of you. This is gonna be on TV." They're like, "No, dude, do it raw, bro." And I'm like, "Okay." And I did. And it worked out. I love the song. I really do. I'm hoping to do a cover of it with one of my friends. Yeah, thanks for asking. Yeah, go ahead.
Dandy's a slave too.
Booty, baby. Come up, show them your beautiful voice. Yeah, I'm going to embarrass you. It's okay.
What are your top favorite?
Can you say booty, baby?
Booty, baby.
Go on.
What are your 3 top favorite anime, and who is your top voice actor?
He already knows I'm a fan. Steve Bloom is my favorite, and I geeked out all over him at the Space Dandy Cowboy Bebop panel that I did 2 weeks ago, and I was trying to hold it in so hard the entire time, and I had to look at like Meow every once in a while and go, Joel, am I being fanboy? Am I being fanboy? You're handling yourself. It's okay. Okay. I hear you have a tattoo. Bang, that's pretty cool. He showed me the tattoo. So Steve Bloom, top animes. Now Space Dandy. And I mean that like when I say that Space Dandy is one of my favorite animes, I'm not talking even about the English. Like what the Japanese did was freaking amazing. I love what we did, but the Japanese alone, had it not even been dubbed, is one of the best animes I think I've ever seen. It is unbelievable. I love Cowboy Bebop and toss-up teen. No, I'll just go with the one I started with, so DBZ. One Piece is right after that, right after that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cutie. I love it. Everybody say QT? Isn't that awesome?
First off, thank you. Most people don't recognize me.
How can they not?
I don't know.
I have Space Dandy on the mind generally, though, so.
Yeah. I mean, I always walk around with my Space Dandy still.
That helps.
It does. But my favorite is, of course, QT's episode.
QT's episode, coffee. Robot drinks a cup of coffee. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Robots Deserve Love Too, baby.
Is that what it is?
I think
Again,
so.
half of the names I have in my head include the word dandy.
Yeah. Besides Space Dandy, who would you have liked to be, and who's your other favorite character?
My other favorite character is Meow. I love him. Did you give your favorite? Oh, yeah, QT. And then, who would I have liked to have been? I like to work, so Johnny was the only recurring. I would have liked, I don't know, I love my multiverse. I don't know. I wanted to be Dandy. I thought it was going to be everybody else but me. I thought it was like, no, Tatum's going to get it. No, wait, Tatum's going to be a giant monkey pimp. Well, that makes sense. He was born to play a brilliant monkey pimp. I did audition for Gel. I wanted to be Meow because I loved Meow, but my Meow sucks. So, especially because when I did it, I was trying to be some sort of weird kind of cat thing, and it was just stupid. It was stupid. So I'm going to say Meow for both answers because I love him. He's my favorite. I love your Meow hat back there, by the way. Hey there.
Also, my favorite character actually isn't cute. Well, I love all of them, but my favorite is actually B because my name is B.
Oh, I love B.
I'm gonna be king of all the things.
King of all the things. Honestly, every time we see Micah Solicet, it's because of the multiverse one where he was a carrot. We always see him and we're like, boo, 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 and he does it back to us. Hey, how you doing?
Hi. I guess talk to the mic.
Yeah.
My favorite episode was the space race. Yeah. I actually got a lot of my friends into that with that episode because they were so freaked out by the end of it and they weren't used to what Space Dandy is. So they're like,
nobody
what the
was ready
hell?
for that.
But what was I going to say? I cosplayed as Dandy for Supercon, and a lot of people loved it, and I'd like to thank you for that because I had a fantastic time dressed up as him.
Thank you. I got to imagine it's a fun one because everybody's just going to be like, say booty, and you're like, booty, baby.
It's true. I was at the freaking, the burlesque show as Dandy, and these girls, they were like, oh my God, can you do the voice? You say the lines? And I go, yeah, but can you show me some boobies and all that stuff? And this girl, she's like, she goes like this, and she starts like, like popping up her boobs, and I'm like, oh, I'm laughing, and she's like, oh my God, I'd never do this, and I was like, my life is an anime, and but I was gonna ask, okay, the whole spoiler alert, the whole multiverse thing and all that. If you could put Dandy in any other anime, and like, which one would he like best not fit in, but create the most like funny conflict with any of the established characters?
Conflict is harder. I was gonna say Panty and Stocking.
Oh.
He would have fun. I don't know if he could handle Panty, really, honestly. Which one would he cause conflict? I was asked the other day if Spike and Dandy would get along, and I thought, yeah, they'd probably, chill out and have their hands in their pockets and do stuff. But then, like, everybody else in the room was like, no, two egos like that, no. So, okay, I'd like him to be in the Bebop. Well, he is in the Bebop universe, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oolongs. I don't know. He's not really good at defending himself, so I don't want to put him into something like Attack on Titan or something like that. He's like, Oh, crap. Yeah, I'm going to say Titan just because screw it. Why not? I'd love to see him in the... Yeah, baby.
Also,
Now that's a booty.
one last thing. I missed the beard, but I'm glad to see you're getting it back.
Oh, dude. Okay, last time I was here, I was doing...
It was glorious, man. I grew this out for you.
I had this beard because I was a background part in the show Salem. And I had this, like, giant, like, because it was Salem. And so we all had these... And they were like, cool, we'll use you next episode. And then they didn't use me for another 3 or 4 episodes. So I just had this giant beard. And then my friends... here's my thing. I get homeless looking, especially because I'm a voice actor. I look like this right now because of you. Because of you. If I was at home, I would be probably in my Batman pajamas, wearing my Toriko shirt with my hair going like a... Because right now, this stupid haircut I have looks like a Who when I wake up. It just like goes up and it curls. And I'll probably have like cheese puffs in my beard and like... I dress up and clean up for you. For you.
Well,
What is
thank
that
you.
from? Oh no, it's a Saturday Night Live thing. This woman is working for you. For you. Sorry, I'll upset Saturday Night Live. Did I answer your question?
Yeah, you did.
Cool.
You did. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm trying to find. You can't ask unless I can wear that. Yeah.
Oh my god. All right. Okay.
This guy says, like, I'm getting the official Bondi one from Japan that's like $500. I'm like, I don't have one yet. Oh, yeah, baby. I'll put in a good word. Feel right.
You'll get it back at the end of the panel.
Sounds good. First of all, I want to thank you very much for being the guy who you are.
Yeah, thank you.
Space Dandy is a great show.
I love it.
Actually, it's actually one of my favorite animes of all time. Like,
Mine too.
single down. Okay, anyways. I want to say my favorite episode was, I don't know what it's called, but it's the one with the puppet. And it had a ukulele.
The ukulele man. There's music at something set. Music in the Darkness.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was my favorite episode.
Bryce Papenbrook being real creepy.
Yeah, it was definitely a change of pace from the traditional Dandy episodes.
Yeah, yeah.
But my question is, what would you give in terms of like advice for a person who wants to make it big and wants to be a real big shot, but like lacks the complete confidence to do so? Like, what would Dandy advise this person to do?
Define big shot.
I mean, I've always wanted to be like, I don't know, a really, really cool, like, I've always wanted to be a musical actor. Like,
a musical actor?
Okay, I'm stuttering. I wanted to be part of a musical. I love acting.
An act, baby.
And, well, okay.
No, that's the thing. You got to realize you are badass. That is like, everybody's badass in their own way. You've just got to accept it, you know? Like, and if you want to go do musical theater, go do it. You can do it. I have no doubt. You walked up here. You have the ability to walk. You can now be an extra. Start there. Like, no, like really, like the thing is like, oh my God, it's like I want to launch into those like things from the show, like follow your dreams, baby. Except for when they become old and rusty, then you got to trade those dreams in for new ones. I've watched the show again a lot.
Yeah, I can tell.
I love the show. If you want to do musical theater, where you live? Here?
Yes, Miami.
I don't know the theater scene here. Is there a theater scene?
Not really.
Okay, move to a place where there's theater. Like really, the thing is, and this will cover anybody who's talking about if you want to be a voice actor, you want to be go to the market where that exists. I was really lucky because Funimation I'm born and raised in Dallas. Funimation's in Dallas. Had I not just kind of stayed there, I wouldn't have continued to work there, and I wouldn't have gotten an agent, and I wouldn't have blah, 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 Space Dandy. Like, you got to be where the market is. So if you want to do anime, your options are New York, LA, and Dallas. You can't make a living at anime, by the way. You got to do more than just anime. No, for real. Like just the pay scale and everything. Oh my God, you're in your garter belt again. How you doing, baby? It's got a belt. Hell yeah. Those angels over there. So you kind of got to be in the market. If I want to do Marvel stuff, I'm gonna eventually have to move to LA. And I want to do Marvel stuff. So you got to figure out the market for what you want to do. Dallas is actually one of the three biggest theater cities in America: New York, Chicago, and then Dallas. So be where it is. If you live in Des Moines and there is a musical theater, then you can't do musical theater. So you literally have to follow your dreams. And you'll be great. Just have confidence.
Thank you very much.
The biggest thing with confidence is, Mary Elizabeth McGlynn, who directed the Bebop movie, told me this really early on. I said, what's the best advice for somebody in this industry? You can sit, or you can stand. It's okay. Everybody is afraid at all points. Everybody in any job, anybody you run into is scared that somebody's going to figure out they don't know what the hell they're doing. Really, if that little thing in the back of your head at work where you're afraid your boss is going to come in and go, dude, you suck at this. Everybody thinks that in every job. So don't be afraid of other people. They're just people. Just do the kind of art you want to do, and don't be afraid. Know that everybody's like that. Be pleasant to work with. That is the number one. You can be crap. If people want to work with you, you'll work. Really. Think about all the really crappy actors that are out there. People probably just like working with them. He's so pretty. Bye. That was good. You guys kept that quiet. I like that guy. He's Leonardo. And Rusty. I love it. Anyway, so just go for it. Really, be pleasant, and that's really half the battle. Hi there.
Okay, first off, can you just say booty again?
Which one?
Booty.
Booty.
Oh my God. Okay, so my
I love it. Sorry. I used to do, I've been in Hetalia and all these other things, and that used to be like, Spain, your butt. Now people just go, can you say boobs into my phone? I've had probably around 10 people have me call and hit on their moms in the last few months. It's glorious.
Okay, so I think my favorite episode is probably what QT said, the robots fall in love.
Yeah, so adorable.
Oh my God, I loved it. I really like that they kept the song Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
I guess my question is really simple, but I don't know if they already asked it, but what was your favorite episode to voice act? Not your favorite episode, but your favorite episode to voice.
They asked me favorite episode, so I guess I can it down to, I'd say the Multiverse one, because I came in and they said, hey, there's going to be 12 of you, and they all have to kind of sound like Dandy, but sound like they're coming from different voice actors. Good luck. And that's actor crack. Really, there's no better challenge. You want me to give my entire... That's not my entire range. I'm not going to say it's not my entire range. Because none of them sound like Brook. But yeah, that's the actor's dream. It's hey, just show off, go, and you're okay, I get to do my big voice, I get to do my this voice, and then there were a bunch of challenges where it was I have no idea how the hell to do that. The little Michael Jackson one, I had no idea how he was going to sound until we were doing it, and I kind of did it, and I was oh my God, hold on, that's it, go! It just sounded like the most abrasive, old school anime. Oh my God, somebody should have directed them better.
I think that was
kind
actually
of
my
scream.
favorite one.
He was my favorite. And he wasn't Michael Jackson in, okay, if you watch the Japanese, he does go, ow, and woo, and all that, but he does it a few times. We here at Funimation found it so funny, we did it a few more times than that. And we mentioned that to the Japanese, they're like, Michael Jackson, Dandy, and we'd be Goku Speed Racer, and they're oh yeah, Ninja. And I was yeah. And they were we didn't really see him as Michael Jackson. And we were well, he did the hee and all that. And then they go yeah, the voice actor just kind of did that. And I went, well, I ran with it.
I actually quote about that episode a lot. Like, I'll just randomly go, Shimon!
Shimon! God, that was fun. We sat with some of those ows. Like, we did them like 10 times because I was like, no, he has more ow and less of a oh, or like, and we worked those little ows to be just right. That was such a fun, yeah, that was my most fun day on Dandy. The last episode was just me going, don't break down, don't break down. And then the ending happened.
Well, thank you so much. Like, I've really enjoyed Space Dandy,
Thank
and
you.
I've loved, like, the whole thing. So
Thank you.
you for voicing him.
It was an honor to voice him. Thank you for liking it. That's the thing. I knew a lot of people were going to watch it. I was just trying not to screw it up. So I'm glad you guys seem to like it. Unless someone's here with, like, fruit to throw at me. At which point, just get it over. Well, wait until this is off. Go ahead.
Excluding Space Dandy, what was your favorite role to play?
Before Space Dandy, I love Brook. I really love Brook. Reiner Lute and Brook are my two. I'd say Chuck, but I didn't get to say any dirty words, and that always made me sad. So Reiner Lute's Legend of the Legendary Heroes.
My favorite was 12 from Future
12
Diary.
is so much fun. I don't think I would have gotten Dandy if it weren't for 12. Really, because Zach Bolton directed Future Diary, and when I was doing like Justice, yes, babushka, and all that kind of stuff. And we had a really great time doing that, and I think that's probably the reason why he was like, yeah, I'll use Ian. Thank you, though. Thank you. Tony.
Hello.
Hello.
This is for my friend.
Hi, friend.
He's over there.
Hi, friend
do
over
you
there.
ship Prince and Space Dandy?
Do you ship Prince and Stay Standy?
Yes, I do.
Okay. I always ship myself with Eric Vale at any given moment. It doesn't mean it's Ian and Trunks. It's whatever.
And do you ship yourself with J. Michael Tatum?
J. Michael Tatum ships himself with me.
That's perfect. I love it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello. I love your Marvel shirt.
Thank you. I don't watch Space Dandy yet.
Good
but
for you.
Thanks to this, I'm going to.
Okay.
But I want to know, what's your favorite Marvel character?
My favorite Marvel character? That's hard. I was a huge Space Dandy. I'm a huge Captain America fan because he's everything that's good about your grandpa's generation. And I love it. No, there's just something beautiful and pure and morally right about that man, and I love Captain America. That being said, I grew up on Wolverine and X-Men, and then, not Wolverine and the X-Men, which is a good book, don't get me wrong. But no, Wolverine was my jam, which is another reason why I'm like, oh my God, Steve Bloom. Damn it, this is being filmed. Hi, Steve. Oh, he doesn't watch these things. He's too busy being awesome. Really, honestly, like, Spike is one of the nicest voice actors you will ever meet. If you get to meet that man, you are lucky. I was a huge Venom fan as a kid. Loved Venom. I don't like what they did with Venom. I don't like he's the weird parasitic blah, blah, blah. I like Lethal Protector Venom. He was my jam. And then I kind of got into the Spawn. Thank you. I got into Spawn pretty hard for a while. Spawn was a lot of fun, but you said Marvel, so... Yeah, dude, I saw him. The Spawn cosplayer looks fantastic, and it's the second costume of Spawn, which is personally my favorite. It's actually the one that I have put up on my wall because it was one of the hardest comics for me to find. This is one of my favorites because it was one of my favorite action figures, because I played with a lot of action figures. Yeah, we're gonna go with those.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Hi there.
Hello.
Hi.
So first of all, the Limbo episode is gorgeous. It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
And my question for you is, do you think Scarlet was best suited for Dandy, or would you have preferred him with another character?
I think they're well suited.
Yeah.
I do. I loved that episode, and I loved seeing Twitter blow up with hashtag F trains or effing trains or God I hate trains.
It's so frustrating.
Oh God! I watched that with other people who had no idea what was about to happen, and they were, it was so great. And that episode, I love that episode.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Judge be my size, do you? I'm just gonna start reading everybody's shirts as they come up.
My favorite episode would be the Booby Monster episode.
Booby Monster.
It's a Booby Monster! Yeah. And if you could, like, mix up Space Dandy with any movie or game that hasn't been done yet, what would you make an episode of that?
That hasn't been done yet.
Yeah.
Mix it with a movie or a game that hasn't been done yet?
Like an idea. Like, they did the Last of Us kind of episode with the zombies and things like that.
Space Dandy joins the Avengers.
Yeah.
Yeah. New Avengers, too, with Spider-Man and Wolverine. And yeah.
I just have one quick question.
Go
What would
ahead.
be his favorite alcohol beverage of today?
Dandy apparently orders Gilgamesh tequila. But if he's like me, he likes single pot still Irish whiskey.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
If you're over 21, which he is.
And can you just say, I'm a slave to the boobies?
Slave to the boobies?
Yeah.
I am a slave to the boobies.
I've been trying to find a shirt that says that. I haven't been able
Booty,
to.
man. That's one of my favorite lines the whole season. What are you a slave to? The booty.
Yeah.
Like it was one of those ones that like killed me in the booth.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. You brought Laboon.
I did.
That's awesome. I got one of those the other day, and my dog was like, "It's a stuffed animal. It's mine, right?" No! Just tore up my Space Dandy penguin I got. He got it. I got like as soon as he got like one arm of it, I was like,
Harvey! No!
no, because everything's stuffed. He's like, mine. Sorry.
I actually just started watching Space Dandy, so I have no choice but to say episode 1.
All right.
But I won't get mad at spoilers. Don't worry. My question is actually a One Piece related question. How did you get Brook's laugh?
Brook's laugh is one of the hardest things I've done as a voice actor. My normal laugh sounds I have 2 laughs that are my genuine laughs. Pretty much sounds like Sheldon from Big Bang Theory. It's my normal laugh, because my dad is Canadian and he has this little thing that he does, and Jerk passed it on to me. And then my other, if I'm really tickled, is kind of like this. So when it comes to anime laughs, where you'll see a character just be like, for like freaking minute, it's hard because you're like, that doesn't sound real. And all the directors used to make fun of me because I couldn't laugh and be like, oh no, here comes a laughing cue. Let's settle in, go get some coffee. And hi, person filming me. And it was really hard. So what I did it in the audition, but it was really short because the audition was just kind of like, there's a 4 pump. Because Brook sometimes will do like a 20 pump. He'll just be like, and that's really hard. So I listen to the Japanese a lot, and I kind of listen to little. There's a honk noise. There's a high. It's weird noises that I can hear about it that I really wanted to cover. So what I did is I wanted the laugh to come from a real place. Because when you do attacks as a voice actor, you always want it to, like, if you're going to say something like Kamehameha and you're Goku, you don't want to sound like you're trying to do the Japanese Goku's Kamehameha. You're doing Kamehameha because it's coming from your soul. Same thing with laughter. With attacks and laughter, they need to sound like they're coming from your heart, like you really are tickled by that or whatever. Because then the audience member kind of goes, laughter's contagious. So what I did is I watched a bunch of Louis C.K. It was just what came up, and I was like, yeah, I love this guy. And I watched it, and I only allowed myself to laugh in Brook's voice. So at like 1 in the morning, my oh my God, there's a bon clay. Is that bon clay? That's a bon clay. Bon clay. Yeah. Anyway. So I had to do that, and I sat around my house, and I would walk around outside going, and I just bought a house. Like, my neighbors thought I was a crazy person. And everyone hates it. All my family hates it. But, and this story I love, I have a nephew. He's not a new nephew. He's 2.5, 3 now. He's about to turn 3 in a little while. And with a baby, you got to come up with a noise. You sit there and you're like, do low pitch noises make you smile? Low pitch? No, that doesn't work.
How about high pitch? How about no? There's nothing.
And he just got wide-eyed on me, and I'm like, yo! And he goes, ha, 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 ha. And I go, that's really good. Yo, 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 yo! So every time I see him, I do that, and we do it back and forth, and the whole family hates it because you can't hear it right now because it's a big room, but if we're in like a small room, it's the loudest damn laugh you've ever heard, and it's like, oh, okay, bro, that's great. So my family hates it, but this baby, every time he sees me, he goes, yeah, ha, 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 good job. And the last time I saw him, which was Wednesday, he did a perfect, yo! I'm just, yo! And we sat there doing that at each other for a while. He did it perfectly this time because, and I've been holding out because I want to watch him watch Brook for the first time because a baby cannot understand that cartoon makes the same noise as that man right there. You can't have the same voice. So I can't wait, and I couldn't wait, and I pulled up a clip and I showed him some Brook, and he really liked it. And so the next time he saw me, perfect laugh. It was amazing. I'm gonna bring him to another con. When I first did the Space Dandy announcement, he came up on the panel with me and he just put his face in the mic and went, yo ho ho! Good job, buddy. Boop. And that's my story. Thank you. Don't you clap for my stupid story. It's a stupid story. Hello there.
Let's get really serious.
Let's do that.
Why is Dandy so freaking sexy?
Because he doesn't care. That's the thing. He's just so dandy. Yes, he is a dandy. He sits there, he trims himself, gets himself pretty. I, by the way, did not expect anyone to find that man sexy. That was a crazy thing for me to experience. People just and some of y'all ladies need Jesus. I'm just going to say that right now. The first episode with his hair down, the most lewd crap came my way. It was glorious. And for the first time, it was it was women fans. I have young Hetalia fans, and that's always I like that you like Romano, but grown women, 40-year-old women I like me some Dandy. That scene in the shower, and you're like, okay, thank you.
And I have another question.
Yeah.
Can you look at that camera over there and say, I love you, Nick Beecher?
No.
Please?
Oh, okay. I love you, Nick Beecher. Yeah.
Thanks, bro.
Thank you. Yeah, the voice, they never aimed for sex. Well, I tell this on every Dandy panel. The Space Dandy voice is, okay, guys, you know that voice you use with your girl where you're trying to be funny and sexy and it's not actually sexy, but it's pretty funny? Where you're let's go watch the Avengers, and, then after that we'll watch some Doctor Who and I'll put on my Spidey underoos. That's Space Dandy. That's him. He's trying to be sexy, but he's just funny. Yeah.
Okay. First of all, I'm a big fan.
Thank you.
Big music fan. So
Thank you.
obviously, my favorite episode is the Dropkicks episode.
So good. You've been in a band, right?
Yeah.
If you've been in a band, that episode is the most yup, talked about merch before my first song. Yup.
I experienced the same exact
thing
happen.
I told the Japanese, that is exactly what being in a band's like, and then little Kimiko was yeah.
Of course, my question is going to be music related.
Yep.
I just want to know, what's your favorite genre of music, and what do you like to listen to?
I love jazz. I really love jazz. I grew up between the ages of 12 to 18, all I listened to was Metallica.
Nice.
All I listened to was Metallica. And then I kind of went Tool, Perfect Circle, but I also went Deftones, and then I kind of transitioned, and I got a little older and a little happier and a little less ragey teenager, and then I was oh, no, I'm going to listen to some hippie music, and I'm going to listen to some guitar, and then I kind of slowly transitioned, and then eventually I did this one play where it was all set in the 1930s and 40s, so all I listened to for that 4 months that I was doing this trilogy was 1940s music, and I got huge into that. Give me some Ink Spots, give me some Andrews Sisters, and my house sounds like your grandma's house. It's I don't want to set the world on fire. It's great, and I love it, and it gives you peace. I had somebody once tell me, when you're a kid, you use music to define who you are. I'm a metal kid. I'm a punk rock guy. I'm a pop singer. I'm a this. I'm a that. When you're older, you use music to help change your environment and affect you and affect your emotions. And now, it's bossa nova. I listen to a bunch of like Getz and Gilberto, and my house is all like ting 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 ting, and Girl from Ipanema in my house. And you sit back and you have a little scotch. You listen to some chill music, some jazz. Give me some Coltrane. Coltrane does blues.
Coltrane, excellent, excellent. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you. And the newest album that two albums right now that are my jam is. Professor Shy Guy has a brilliant album out. Rhythm and Bloops is a good cover one that he did, but he did one that's just his original stuff, and it's amazing. Go out. I love Professor Shy Guy. Go get his stuff. And then also, hopefully when I get home, my copy of the Space Dandy OST2 titled Boobies Wonderland will be in my mailbox. God, it's so good. It's 43 songs of brilliant. I have the No, I don't have the Japanese one, but I have the uncut, remastered. Funimation's lead audio guy was like, dude, I'm going to remaster that for you, and gave it to me, and I have it right here. Anyway.
First of all, sir, by God, you're amazing. Because I watch all your shows, and it's been amazing for me. I like to surf. I have a surfboard, but when I saw that episode about surfing, you don't surf, you just have a board. People used to say that to me, and I'm like, oh, well, I like to surf and all that kind of stuff, but do you surf by any chance?
No, I've never surfed.
I'm from surfed?
Texas, Dallas. More importantly, Dallas. I am landlocked. I've been eating seafood since I've been here, because I'm like, there's actual fish near here. I just get beef. So no, I love the water. I'm like, really, we're in Florida. I used to go to Florida every summer when I was a kid. Sarasota. My family had a place there. My grandpa had a place there. And I've been coming to Florida all my life. And there's not big enough waves in Sarasota for surfing. But, God, I love the water, man. I'm at home in the water.
Nice. And what was your reaction when they had to do the zombie?
That was so funny.
What was your reaction when they had to see Dandy die, your whole crew die, and
Dandy dying never phases us. We're like, okay, so Dandy dies. But that episode was awesome because it was like, oh, cool. So I was booked for only a couple hours, and we're doing the whole episode today. It's like, yeah, because the back half of it, you're, and I was like, oh, that's hilarious. Let's do it. And we all just thought it was the funniest thing because we did have to kind of and to emote just it's just so much fun. And then when the narrator at the end, genified, albeit zombified. So good. That's my answer.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you. Keep on surfing there, baby. Ladies.
Man.
Best response ever.
Almost God.
Close, maybe.
Huh?
Ish. Anywho, my question is, why are you sexy in real life?
You're going to make me turn red. For you. That's a callback. I don't know how to deal with that. I'm an awkward nerd kid, so that's really nice of you to say.
We could be nerds together.
Thank you, that's incredibly sweet.
Do I get a free hug?
Yes, you may have a hug. Anyway.
Okay. As best friends growing up, we had an issue of body proportions. Boobs and ass, to be clear.
Okay.
So, Dandy clearly states that he's an ass guy.
Yes, ma'am.
But he goes for the boobies.
Dandy loves women. He loves everybody. Let's just be real about it. Dandy Dandy doesn't discern, but yes, Dandy loves the booty. The booty is so underappreciated, frankly. It doesn't get the respect it deserves. It's true. It's true. Actually, at Funimation, they all kind of giggled when they found out that I was going to be Space Tender. Like, you're playing a guy who loves booty? I'm like, yeah, I am. I love booty. Booty is beautiful. I love shapes. I love curves on a woman. I do. I mean, everybody's body is beautiful, but I got to tell you, a woman without curves is like a pair of jeans without pockets. You don't know where to put your hands.
That's good to know.
I will stop being blushingly red momentarily. No. I love all things. Everybody just, it's one of those like, own it. Whatever you got, whatever you're doing, just own it, be it,
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hope to see a season 3.
Me too. Here's my thing with season 3, in case anybody else asks. And this is honestly as much as I know. This is totally honest. Bebop, 26 episodes. Champloo, 26 episodes. Dandy, probably just 26 episodes. Why do you clap for that? I want it to be 1 million. But apparently, the producer or the director was in Germany doing a panel and said he wants to do a movie or is thinking about a movie. This is what I heard on the internet, and we all know how reliable that is. They have not actually told me anything. I know that the Japanese Blu-rays have OVAs. Have I heard anything about us doing it? No. Would that be awesome if we got to do it? Oh, yeah. Next question.
What's up, Dandy?
Yo, baby.
My question for you is, did you have any idea how big the show was going to be when you first started it?
No, I had no idea. What? I still don't. I generally try to underplay things in my mind because the pressure's too much if I don't. No, I didn't know it was big. I knew it was going to be on Cartoon Network, and that's terrifying because it's terrifying. Everybody can see it, and a lot of people will see it. And we got amazing ratings. Like, if anybody ever told you that it didn't do well, they lied. The ratings were amazing. The response was just overwhelming. Everybody's was great. I didn't know. I had no idea. I just thought, we're doing an anime. It's going to be on Cartoon Network. That's awesome. It's one of, lifetime dreams for me. Yay. But everybody's been so cool. It's been amazing. And it's nice. It's nice for me to do that on a show where I'm playing a character like Dandy. Because if I was playing like a jerk and had to come out here and everybody loved the show and I had to be like, yeah, I'm a jerk, blah, blah, that'd be bad. But he's pretty much me, so he's me, but with a really bad shot. He's such a bad shot. But no, I had no idea. Did you have any idea? Did you think it was going to be big? Because I didn't. I was like, people might watch it.
I saw you in the first panel when you came here last year. I knew it was going to be a success.
I had no idea. We were all like, please don't hate it, please don't hate it, please don't hate it, please. Oh, you like it? Okay.
One more thing. Can you say booty baby?
Booty baby? We need a clicker for every time I said booty baby on this panel. It's 48. We need to make it to 50 next time. Hey.
On a scale of 1 to dandy, how dandy are you?
Pretty dandy, baby. No matter where I go, I'm still pretty dandy. I love that line. I'm a lot like Dandy, but I'm not. Like, there's a lot of, like, Dandy that isn't it, but, like, the cool thing about Space Dandy for me is he just experienced it. You didn't have to think about what happened in the last episode, so I just got dropped into every episode, and we had no idea what was going on. With every other anime, you're able to watch, like, the whole season and go, I know what's going to happen. This, we'd walk in and go, what? A plant planet. Uh-huh. All right. And that's what Dandy would do. He'd go, plant planet. Uh-huh. All right. And just go for it. So I'm chasing a booby monster. All right. And that's what I would do. And you just kind of react. Everything. He's the piggish side that every good man represses. But thank you.
How's it going, baby?
It's good, baby. Baby, click, click.
No, I just wanted to know,
Are there any video games like Fallout, the Fallout series, or any games in particular you just want to be a voice in?
Oh, God. Oh, yeah. No, there are tons of games I want to be a voice in. Definitely want to be in any Marvel property, because I'm a Marvel nerd. I would love to be in the Batman series, because that's one of my all-time favorite... I mean, it's all-time, but it's... Oh, God, when did the first one come out? When did Asylum come out?
2009.
2009?
Yeah.
It's only 5 years ago? It's still, like, now one of my favorite series ever. Like, I will sit in that training room and just go for perfect flow for, like, hours. Yeah, I'm going to say Batman just for brevity. I'd love to be Link, but I have a big voice, so I'm never going to be Link.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I could be Ganon. Oh, I'd love to be Ganon. Oh. Oh, yes, sir. My friend with the beautiful voice is going to be our last question. Hello there.
Hi there.
Hi.
So, my question is, when, you got the part of Dandy, did you audition for it, or did Funimation call you and was like, hey, Ian, you seem like the kind of person who could play a egotistical man attempting to get a sexy woman?
I wish. That'd be awesome. We have a pig who loves booty. We thought of you. No.
Much.
That's a good question. Actually, Space Dandy had one of the most unique casting processes I've heard of. The deal was, and they sat you down before you were even asked to audition. How available are you? I'm pretty available. Why? No, for real, if you were needed at any given moment, could you come in? Be like, probably. Actually, I just finished up doing X, Y, and Z. I should have some time, yeah? Cool. We'd like you to audition for a show. And only, I think, 3 or 4 of us were asked to audition per part. And that was it. And it was very secret. There were no audition sides. We went in, and there's nothing online that we could watch. There was that little trailer that said, Space Dandy. He's a dandy guy in the space.
In the space.
In the space. I love that.
The space.
Yeah, in the space. And so I went in, and I prepped. I went in, I looked at the sides, and then I ran around Funimation doing vocal warm-ups for an hour and getting the food that I ate. I ate my special I had a Space Dandy meal that I would superstitiously eat, which was 2 spicy tuna hand rolls, 1 piece of super white tuna, and eel roll. And I would eat that almost every time before Space Dandy, just because I was like, I know that's not going to upset my stomach. It's going to go through. It's going to help my brain. A lot of omega-3s.
I hate sides. I'm dyslexic, so whenever I'm in an audition reading sides, I'm like, crap.
I hate auditions. I hate them so much. But this one, they were like, give me kind of a Zap Brannigan, and I was like, oh, I'm going to mix in some Matt Berry and blah, 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 blah. It's funny because it eventually just sounded like me, but yeah, no, that was the process, and it was intense, and we couldn't even at Funimation talk about the show for at least the first 3 or 4 episodes. We started calling it Cosmic Handy. So yeah.
Also, I'm giving you something, so you can slay aliens easier.
Little tiny aliens that you can fling at people. I'm going to shoot this at someone in my next panel. I'm going to be like, Mr. Sinclair. Alien, baby. Hey,
What's up, homie?
Yeah, chilling.
I got one question for. I came late though. What's your favorite episode that you did, and your personal favorite?
We did those.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Multiverse was one of the most fun to do, and one of the most fun to watch for me. I don't know. The musical will not get out of my head. In general, I love that episode. That's one of the most rewatchable, but I think one of the most beautiful is the Limbo one.
My favorite one was the death one.
Yeah, that's Limbo. Yeah, death. Yeah.
Never mind.
It's a good one. It's a good one. We're on that same page.
All right. Thank you.
My pleasure. What's up, Songbird?
I just have to say that the Limbo episode is my absolute favorite. It's phenomenal.
Stunning.
I love it. I wanted to ask, because this is one of the first anime I think was the dub and the sub coming out pretty much at the same time.
Actually, technically, the English came out before the Japanese.
Oh, even better. So, I wanted to know what your thoughts were about being the first to do that, and I think I saw it was Psycho-Pass 2 is doing the same thing now.
Psycho-Pass 2 is actually, I believe, a few episodes behind. behind. Yeah,
yeah,
I'm seeing nodding. Yeah, like the Japanese have done a couple, but they're only, the difference is they're only like 3 episodes behind instead of the usual Funimation's like a year behind.
exactly.
So they're close. How was that for us?
Yeah, what are your thoughts?
It's so weird. First of all, it's weird because there are a lot of people who associate me with the character, and that's freaking weird, dude. It's weird. I'm a guy, and I'm a dude.
You're basically Dandy. So
I'm turning into Dandy. I shouldn't, but I am. But the cool thing, and I know this is gonna sound snarky, was hearing all the dub haters try to whine about it. I'd be like, the Japanese is better in this episode. The episode isn't out yet! You're just being a weeboo! And, oh God, I did love all of the, a lot of us did monitor the, like the Space Dandy subreddit. I love that thing. All of the predictions were amazing, because we had no idea what was gonna happen. So everybody's guess was as good as mine. And so people had multiverse ideas early on, and I was like, see, they think so too, and they're backing it up. And that was really cool. It's neat, and it is a very special feeling to feel like you did solidify that voice for a lot of people. But I don't know, man. It's weird. It's weird.
Do you think we'll see more?
Do you think I think you'll probably see more of what Funimation's doing now with the simul-dubbing, where it's a few episodes behind. Doing it before the Japanese was really hard. The writers had 2 days. They were given a translation. They had 2 days, 48 hours to make it into a Space Dandy episode. And they can't do that to those writers again. I've talked Patrick Seitz, you talk to him about it, and he's like, any of the writers on Space Dandy, their lives shut down when they were given a script. They were like, okay, next 2 days, I can't go out, I can't do anything, I've got 2 days to get this Dandy out. Oh God, I felt so bad for Monica Rial doing the Multiverse one. She had to crank that out in 2 days, and this is damn near impossible. But I have a feeling because Dandy proved, a concept that we could do that, and so I think we'll be seeing more of the ones where we're like an episode or two behind, probably.
Awesome.
Yeah, I hope so. Chocolate rain. Dude, get into voice, man. If you've got that berry, use it. You're given a gift. Given a gift.
Well, I wanted to ask how you felt about the episode with Space Dandy's ex-girlfriend.
Oh, Catherine. Paul. That was so much fun. God, I haven't thought about that one. No one brings that one up. That one was really cool because we've all had something like that happen. We've all had that, you're leaving me for Paul. And so when we did it, the director and the engineer and I all told our stories to each other about this one girl and she cheated on me doing this and blah, blah, blah. And we all kind of commiserated. And that's why you'll hear Dandy being pretty bitter. Because we got into a dark place when we were recording that. And that's why every time you'll hear him say it, it'll be like, and what about Paul? It's like you're vomiting every time you say the name, just Paul. Okay, Paul. Paul. So yeah, I love that episode. Something's happening. Thank you, boobies. What other ones you got? Give me more. Oh, and we're wrapping it up.